right, we are on Wesley Chapel at Flat Shoals Parkway. Wesley Chapel, Flat Shoals Parkway. This is Decatur. Oh, me. Flakes Mill is behind us. This road changes into Flakes Mill. So it's Wesley Chapel right now. Right behind us, going the other direction, is Flakes Mill. I just call it Wesley Chapel. Doesn't make sense to change the name of a road at all, period. This is the suburbs of Atlanta. This is the thick suburbs. And basically the suburbs are just a part of the city. It's just the city spread out without the big buildings. I don't know why they call it the suburbs. It's just all part of Atlanta. That dude was jogging. He better get his jogging in before the heat hits. It's already hot, man. It's too hot to be out jogging, I'll tell you that. Wesley Chapel. Now we're going to go Wesley Chapel to I-20. Hop on I-20 East. And I'm not sure where I'm getting off. I might get off at Sigmund Road in Conyers. Wesley Chapel. This is Wesley Chapel is just outside of the perimeter. This part of Decatur, just outside of the perimeter. 285, just outside of it. Now, of course, if we go backwards, go the other direction, it's Flakes Mill. On down, it's Wesley Chapel. It's crazy because the name of this road changes. And Flakes Mill down from where we came from. Wesley Chapel right here. I don't know. It may change again. I don't remember. Anyway, I'll be quiet. I don't know what I'm talking about. And Wesley Chapel, it's like this whole area right here is considered like old suburbs. These houses, a lot of these houses were built in the 70s, 60s, and 70s. Oh me. It's a convenient place to live for folks though who work in Atlanta, especially like at the airport on the south side of Atlanta. Very convenient because you can just hop on Wesley Chapel here and you're a hop, skip, and a jump from I-20, which shoots straight into Atlanta. Or you can hop on I-20 to 285 and shoot you straight to the airport. I just came from Ellenwood. All right, we're coming up on Snapfinger. this area right here, now back behind us is a decent area, but this area here at Snapfinger Road, all the way through, crossing over the bridge to I-20, is a lot of just stores and restaurants and that sort of thing. But it's kind of somewhat of a rough area. Not real rough, but it's somewhat rough. I used to live, McDonald's is up here, and I used to live behind McDonald's in a house. And me and a bunch of other guys, there were guys in and out of that house. And it was actually a bunch of church guys. And we all lived in that house. People of all sorts, all colors, from all kinds of different places, in and out, man. Some, folks that stay there a week and realize it wasn't for them. We had such a mixture of people there. And we were all young, like early 20s, early 20s, late teens. Such a mixture of people there, Christian folks and very non-Christian folks. We all knew each other. Yeah, right up here behind the McDonald's. It was a very rough area back then. Now, back in there is a rough area, and that's where we lived. We actually all rented a house right next to a big apartment complex. I don't even know if that complex is still there. But, we're a bunch of young guys, very kind of a diverse group, and nobody ever messed with us. They figured if we were crazy enough to live there that they probably shouldn't mess with us because we fit in. Some of us fit right in. And so, anyway, yeah, right back here to the right is where we lived. And it's not that it's, you got to fear for your life, you're going to get killed. It's not like that. It's just rough. Lot of drugs, a lot of drug dealing, that sort of thing. Well, this is it, Wesley Chapel and I-20. I'm going to tell you one thing. 285 and I-20, they are the worst I've ever seen in my life for crazy, crazy drivers. Especially I-20. My wife kept telling me, I-20 is terrible, I-20 is terrible. And I was like, oh, whatever. 285 is bad. But oh no, I-20 is a little bit worse than 285. I-20, man, I just don't get it. These young kids, they're just flying down there. I mean, they just have no, you're never going to die when you're young. That's how you think. You're never going to die. And you can tell it by the way some folks drive. They think that way. They don't realize that they're so close to death. And they'll just be flying down I-20, man. Or 285, but I-20's rough, man, when it comes to driving. I mean, I'll be going 85 a little bit too fast. And I drive fast myself on the freeway. A little bit aggressive, not terribly bad, just a little. And just driving aggressive. I'm not an aggressive person. I just, I guess I'm considered just a teeny bit of an aggressive driver when I'm on the freeway. But, God, these kids, man, they'll fly down through here. I'll be going 85 and they'll just leave me in the dust. They're going over 100 and weaving in and out of traffic. It's dangerous, man. And it's always a young person. They think they're going to live forever, That's how I thought when I was young. And man, I drove crazy as well. Sometimes I never went real fast, but I did weave even in and out of traffic quite a bit. But I never did do a whole lot of speeding. Of course, I drove without driver's license. Golly. I got my first car when I was 15, and I drove without driver's license for a long time, for years. kept getting in trouble. And at one time, the judge told me that I wasn't going to be able to get my license for years. So I never even tried. And I don't think it was true. I don't think he put it into effect. But I didn't know, so I just never tried to get my license. Anyway, I-20 east from Wesley Chapel. I guess I'll get off at Sigmund. Road, Lithonia. We're in DeKalb County. When we hit Sigmund Road, we'll be in Rockdale County, right before Sigmund Road. We got two wide loads ahead of us, look. One in the right lane, one in the fast lane. That's crazy. A guy carrying trusses and a guy carrying a big piece of equipment. Now here in the metropolitan area of Atlanta and the suburbs, the outskirts of the suburbs, the outer edges of the suburbs, this is what you've seen all the time right here. Trucks hauling trusses. And you would see them all over the place. I'm talking all over the place. And a lot of times mostly you would see pickup trucks, dualies pulling a big trailer hauling trusses. That's in the boom time. That's when things are doing good. They're all over the place. How'd you like to have that piece of equipment? That'd clear some property. Stonecrest Mall, friends, right here. Oh my goodness! I guess the mall's probably still doing pretty good after all the shutdowns and all. I guess it's still doing good. I believe it is. Sigmund Road, 1 mile. You know what? I think I'm going to head on down. I don't think I'm getting off here. I think I'm going to head on down. I'm actually headed to Covington, north of Covington, but still I can head on down I-20 actually into Covington and just head north on 81. I think I'll do it. Don't know what I was thinking. Walk of Heroes Veterans Interchange. Now see that Walk of Heroes, the sign that we just seen right there, that is where I live. That's a ways from here. It's crazy to have that sign there, but that's where I live right by the Walk of Heroes. Not right by it, but close to it. West Avenue, Conyers. West Avenue. You get off here at West Avenue and take a left, and it takes you like into the old town Conyers. And then the next exit, which will be 138 will take you to the, all the restaurants and all that, so it's all the shopping and that sort of thing. Over here, somewhere to the left, is the old John Deere place. Yeah, there it is to the left. I don't think you can see it. John Deere. That's where I bought the little John Deere. Well, they got the excavators out there and the skid steers. Okay, so that was West Avenue. Now the next exit is a 138. 138, Georgia 20. You've got Georgia 20, then you have I-20. We are on I-20, but I actually live off of Georgia 20, State Route 20. You get off here, 138, take a left, it goes towards Monroe, and you have the International Horse Park. That's where they did a lot of the Olympics, and it's just a big, huge place for events, and lots of biking trails, lots of mountain biking trails, hiking trails, walking trails, and lots of horseback riding stuff there. Now, I don't get into that, so I don't know the ins and outs about it. But I always see horse trailers there. And I do believe that they may have like some kind of electrical hookups where you can like stay there, I'm not real sure about that, but anyway, it's a really, really cool place. They've got a motel there, a real nice motel. They've got a golf course there, a fancy restaurant there. So it's nice. It's very nice. That is in Conyers at the horse park. Now this next road is Salem Road in a mile. Go to the right, you go into Covington area. Go to the left, of course, it's Conyers area. So Conyers kind of flows into Covington. Now Conyers just about 20 years ago was not considered the suburbs of Atlanta. Now it's just all in the suburbs. I mean, it is absolutely considered the suburbs. Covington too, Newton County, part of the metropolitan area now. I mean, that's how people consider it. Part of the metropolitan area. Newton County, which is, if we get off here and go to the right, Newton County is a very growing, very large, land-wise, large county. and it is growing rapidly and has been for years. Anyway, 20 minutes, and I'll let this go about 22 minutes and then shut her down. I believe the heat's going to get to it anyway. So we are right now in Covington on I-20. Covington has a decent amount of industry, you know, it has a decent amount. Over to the left, that big, huge building there, man, empty, and it's massive, I mean massive. Oh my, folks. Me, oh my. Newton County. We are entering into Newton County. So we were in DeKalb. We went through Rockdale, which Rockdale land-wise is a small county. It is very small land-wise. It's got a lot of people in it, though. It's got about 100,000, I do believe. But so we are in Newton County. So we were in DeKalb and South DeKalb, deep in South DeKalb County, or when we started out. Now we went through Rockdale County, and now we are going into Newton. We are into Newton. All right, Almond Road, Porterdale. So we are entering into Porterdale. Anyway, this won't go over 22:15, so 22 minutes and 15 seconds. All right, folks, this is it. We'll see you.